Hey friends, welcome back to the Guitar Max channel. And in the past, I have talked about some insane prices for certain limited edition guitars or signature guitars. And I think a good example is the Noel Gallagher signature Gibson guitar, where even when the guitars were brand new, they were being sold for double the original retail price in some cases. Well, this video is going to be about another guitar like that, where the prices, compared to when the guitars were new, have just totally skyrocketed. But I think in this case, this is a guitar that you wouldn't really think would be that expensive. And of course, I'm talking about the Squier Hello Kitty Strat. Strange as it may seem, the prices on these guitars on the used market have been going up and up and up, and sometimes reaching well over $1,000 for a Squier Strat that originally cost a few hundred. And the other crazy thing is that there's apparently such a huge demand for these guitars that a pretty substantial counterfeit market has sprung up for these guitars. So I've got an article here that I want to go through about this, and then we'll take a look at some of the current prices and see if we can just figure out why this has happened. But real quick, guys, as always, if you enjoy videos like this, checking out cool new guitars, and also staying up on all the latest news in the guitar universe, and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. Okay, so first, let's look at this article here. And as usual, I'm going to have a link to this, to the original article, down in the video description below. So this is from guitar.com, and here's the headline: Searches for Hello Kitty Strats trending on Reverb with prices soaring. Hello Kitty probably loves some face-melting riffage. And there is the guitar, the famous, perhaps infamous guitar that we're talking about. It's a very basic Squier Strat, a single humbucker pickup at the bridge position, no trem, and then a single volume control. Pretty bare bones guitar, and of course it is adorned with the classic Hello Kitty iconography. But let's scroll down here and read this article here. So it starts out: searches for Hello Kitty Strats are trending on gear selling website Reverb, and the average used price has more than doubled since 2019. For some weird reason, the internet is going nuts for a Hello Kitty Strat. The face of the popular Sanrio character, first created in the 1970s, was slapped on the body of a Fender Stratocaster back in 2006, though through its budget-friendly Squier brand. These models were, of course, marketed towards young girls and were discontinued a few years later. However, Reverb has shared in a new article that searches for the adorable Kitty branded guitars have been trending. Quote, "A little while back, we here at Reverb noticed Hello Kitty pop up in our search data. Must be some kind of a glitch, we thought," the article reads. "But we recently checked our price guide graph for the guitars, and yowza, I guess people really are interested." It continues: "Since December 2019, the average used price for the Hello Kitty Strat has more than doubled, going from around $275, right, which is typical for a Squier Strat, then to more than $700 last month. That's the average used price. According to Reverb, some users are optimistically listing their used Hello Kitty Strats for $1,000. Just take a look at the price graph from Reverb below. And as you can see there, it starts out in December 2019 on the far left, and September of 2022 on the far right, and it just goes up and up and up. Now, the article goes on here. Reverb concludes this spike in Hello Kitty searches is due to a YouTuber by the name of The Do, who uploads videos of himself playing a Hello Kitty Strat on video chats, where he tricks people by pretending to be a beginner before showcasing some impressive shredding." And I won't play this video here, but you guys have probably already seen some of this stuff. And they go on here: Hello Kitty Strats can also be seen popping up all over TikTok, too. And there's an example of that. Maybe these videos are the sole reason why the Hello Kitty Strat is so sought after right now. It may well also be because they are incredibly cool. If you want to get your hands on one, most prices start around the £400 mark. Check out reverb.com for more. Okay, so obviously the guitars are getting a lot of exposure through social media. But why are those guitarists playing that guitar in the first place, right? Now, I've got some ideas about how to answer that question, but first, let's go over and just look at the prices. Like, how much are these really going for? And they were talking about Reverb here, but I always like to go over to eBay and see what the prices are there. Now, look at this, right up top there. First search result, Squier Stratocaster Pink Hello Kitty electric guitar, $700 with 71 watchers, right? So this is a popular item. There's a lot of people who are considering buying this. We scroll down here. Look at this. Holy smokes. Now this is a, oh, see, this includes the original soft case. This one's bidding, I mean, it's, you know, there are no bids yet, but $13.50. Here's another one. Oh, actually, that's not one. That's something else. Okay, here is, ooh, here's a very rare black version. Black Hello Kitty Fender Squier electric guitar. Good condition. Again, set for auction at $900. Here's another one with pink hard case, open box. So really good condition. $999, almost $1,000 plus $75 shipping. So guys, this is nuts. Here's another black one from Japan. Here's another one for like $1,050. These prices are nuts. See, now this is interesting. It looks like the ones that come with the original matching case or gig bag, those seem to be going for a lot more. So it's, you know, it's really like a collector's item, I guess, in a way. Where if you have the original case or like the original packaging and all that stuff, it'll be worth a lot more. Okay, so the other part of this situation that's really crazy is that because obviously, you know, there might be a lot of people who want these guitars, but they don't want to pay $1,000 for them, for a Squier, right, that at this point is several years old. If we go over to the infamous AliExpress website, look at this. These are, of course, Chinese knockoffs of Hello Kitty guitars. And look at this. This is an HSS. You've got more pickups. You've got a very, you know, expanded pickup arrangement on this guitar compared to the real one. You've got a humbucker, 2 singles. You've got, you know, your volume in 2 tones and a 5-way switch like a regular Strat. And they're selling this for $272.50 with free shipping from China to the United States. Now, I do not condone buying this stuff. I'm not going to post a link to this. But just as an example, this is the kind of stuff that pops up when the demand for the original guitars cannot be met. And look, here's another listing I found, $269, and this is more like the original one with just the single bridge humbucker. Although, in all honesty, the body looks not quite right to me. That looks like it's a little bit sharper on the corners than a typical Strat body. And yeah, of course they don't show the headstock on here. I'm not sure if it says Fender or Squier or what, or it could be some, you know, Starshine or some, you know, one of those random brand names. Yeah, so for the guitar counterfeiters out there, forget your fake Gibson Les Pauls. Apparently, Hello Kitty Strats is where the money is. Okay, so now let's see if we can answer this question. Why would somebody want this guitar in the first place? I understand if, you know, they see somebody else and you're trying to jump on a trend, you know, jump on the bandwagon. Everybody's playing a Hello Kitty guitar, so I guess I should too, right? I get that mentality, but why did the people who made it popular, why did they start playing it in the first place? And I think it just comes down to that it gets attention, right? Somebody wants to make a video on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and they want a guitar that is eye-catching, not necessarily in a beautiful kind of eye-catching way, but just startling, right? You see the guitar, and it's like, whoa, wait a second, what's that? I'm going to click on the video, I'm going to see what's going on. People are always looking for that stuff. And a guitar like this, which is something out of the ordinary, something kind of novel, it stands out more and it gets more attention. Now, is it the kind of attention that everybody wants? I kind of doubt it, but for some people, maybe it is. So much of social media and being successful on social media, so much of that comes down to just being able to stand out from the crowd and get noticed. And for better or for worse, I think a guitar like this will accomplish that. Okay guys, so now the big question is, and a question that I would always ask at the end of one of these videos, does anybody out there watching own a Hello Kitty Strat? And if you do, why did you buy it in the first place? And I'm not giving you a hard time about it, I'm just asking you. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. And hey, who knows, maybe somebody out there owns one of these guitars and you forgot about it. You had it stashed in the back of the closet and it turns out that you've accidentally made a great investment. Okay guys, that is it for this video. As usual, I'm going to have a link to the original article that's from guitar.com down in the video description below. Plus, I will have stuff down there for my, all my social media and my new instructional programs and all that stuff. Guys, thanks a ton for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you soon.